Vasyl Ivanchuk has beaten world champions at their peak. Today, he faces a 2400 rated international master, and the position won't be the problem. White opens with e4. Ivanchuk replies e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, and knight f6. We see a3, and after some thinking, Ivanchuk plays bishop e7. White plays d4, e takes d4, knight takes d4, and then Ivanchuk castles. Bishop e2 is played, and it's followed by d6 by Ivanchuk. White castles, and then we see rook to e8. Rook e1, knight takes d4. Ivanchuk exchanges on d4, and the position stays balanced. Queen takes d4. Now we can see an open position. Whoever centralizes more perfectly will come out on top, and we certainly know who the favorite is. Bishop e6, bishop g5. Ivanchuk plays h6, kicking away the bishop, and it's almost immediately met by bishop h4 by white. Knight d7. Ivanchuk could have played c5 or c6 here, immediately pressuring the queen, but instead he chooses knight d7, double attacking the bishop. Bishop takes e7, and queen recaptures. Now, rook to d1, and then a6. There's a beautiful level of balance here. The position isn't symmetrical, but both sides have similar advantages. White starts pushing in the center, f4. Ivanchuk responds calmly, bringing his pieces into play. Bishop f3 is played, followed by rook to d8. After thinking for a moment, we see e5, an aggressive push, but not quite correct, giving Ivanchuk the initiative. After the exchanges in the center, Ivanchuk simplifies. And after white recaptures, black plays c6, blunting the bishop on f3. Both players trade queens, a surprising choice from the 2400 rated challenger, because from here on, the game demands precision, and that's something Ivanchuk has mastered over a lifetime. Rook recaptures, bishop f5 attacking the pawn, and then we see rook to d2. Black plays rook to d1, check, bringing his rook to the back rank. The king steps up, and suddenly black is double attacking c2, but white finds a resource. Bishop to d1, defending the pawn and temporarily trapping the rook. And now, both kings step into the game. Isanzhulov misses the rook e2 idea here, lining up a sort of cannon on the e-file, and at this level, that's costly. White repeats moves and brings the king back to f2. Ivanchuk plays h5. White replies h3. And now h4, locking the position down even further. King e3 again. White has clearly seen the rook e2 idea. Ivanchuk plays a5, slowly squeezing a reaction out of the challenger. And here, white bites with b4, a complete blunder. This loses a pawn and hands Ivanchuk a completely crushing position. White tries one final idea, rook e2, but it's already over. All Ivanchuk has to do is play knight e4, or simply rook takes c3, but instead, this happens. You might think if rook takes c3, king d2 is discovered check attacking the rook, but black has knight e4 check. Vasyl Ivanchuk loses on time. Perhaps he was calculating rook takes c3, or considering knight e4, or even king d6. We'll never know. That's the curse of speed chess at the highest level, even for a classical genius. The question now is whether he continues to chase redemption in speed chess, or returns to classical games where his genius was first forged. Let's just wait and see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.